So the next question, the unit step response of a linear control system is shown in figure. Okay, find the transfer function of a second order prototype system. Okay, so from the information given in the figure, we have to find out the transfer function of the second order system. Okay, so what is the information that is given here? So this is a unit step response, this is the output, and it is an underdamped output. Okay, so it is reaching a steady state value of 1 and its peak overshoot is 1.25. Okay, the maximum value is 1.25, the peak overshoot will be this value. Okay, and the peak time is also given as 0.01 seconds. Okay, so from here you have peak time is equal to 0.01 and the peak overshoot, okay, MP will be the maximum value, which is 1.25 minus the steady state output, which is 1. So this will be 0.25. What is the expression for peak overshoot? It is e to the power minus zeta pi by root over 1 minus zeta square. Okay, so this is equal to 0.25. So if you take natural logarithm on both sides, you will get minus zeta pi by root over 1 minus zeta square is equal to ln of 0.25. This is to the base e, natural logarithm. Okay, so this equation, if you simplify, you will get a quadratic equation in variable zeta. Okay, if you solve the equation, you will get zeta is equal to 0.403. Okay, so we now have the damping ratio zeta. Now Tp, the peak time, is equal to 0.01. So we know pi by omega n into root over 1 minus zeta square is equal to 0.01. Okay, so here we know zeta and we have to find omega n. Okay, so this will come out to be 343.35 radians per second. Okay, so now we have omega n and we have zeta. So we can find out the transfer function. What is the transfer function of a second order, a prototype second order system? It will be omega n square divided by s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square. Okay, so we know zeta, we know omega n, we can find out the transfer function. So the next question we have, consider the time response of a second order system with damping coefficient less than 1 to a unit step input. Okay, so with reference to this time response, we have three statements that are given. Okay, so what are these three statements? One is, it is overdamped, it is periodic function, the time duration between any two consecutive values of 1 is the same. Okay, so now we have to find out which of the above statements is or are correct. Okay, so what is the information that we have? The damping coefficient zeta is less than 1. Okay, so this is the information that we have. Now if you consider the first statement, okay, it is overdamped, but we know for zeta is less than 1, less than unity, the system is called as underdamped, right? For 0 less than zeta less than 1, the system is underdamped. For zeta is equal to 1, it is critically damped, and for zeta greater than 1, it is overdamped. Okay, so first statement is incorrect. Okay, what about the second statement? So when the system is underdamped, what will the response look like? What will be the output? The output will look like this, right? So this is the steady state value that will be unity. Okay, so this you can see that it is not a periodic function. So statement 2 is also incorrect. Okay, now statement 3, the time duration between any two consecutive values of 1 is same. Okay, So where are the consecutive values of 1? It is this crossing, right? This is the value of 1 of the unit step response. So we have discussed previously that the response is not a periodic function, but the consecutive overshoots and undershoots, they occur at periodic intervals. Okay. So similarly, the unity crossing, they also occur at a periodic interval, right? So the time duration between any two consecutive values of 1 will be same. Okay. So all these time durations will be same. Okay. So statement 3 is correct. So what is the answer? Which of the above statements is or are correct? It is only 3. Answer is D.